Hi, everybody. I think we are live now. So look who I've got with me. Got Mark the
Yay!
Spirit Whisperers. So
Oh, isn't that nice? Scott invited me on his show. I'm so happy and excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. So it's been a while. I wanted you here. And I'm just glad that we were able to do it. So,
Yep. Yeah, I know, because I don't. Sunday's a good day for me to do something else. So I'm really happy.
right.
I have on my St. Patty's Day glasses today.
Yes, you're wearing something green. So
Yep.
that works.
And a little
Yeah.
green wrist corsage. But that's about it. My shirt's sort of green. It is
It
green.
is sort of green.
It's like bluish green. It's like the sea.
There you go.
Under the sea.
All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a talk here with Mark and then get into some readings. So we will say hi to who's here, if that's all right.
Yep.
The first, right off the bat, Mark is awesome.
Oh, yes. That's sweet, sweetie. Thank you.
Very first comment.
Oh, that's
And Jackie is here.
hi, Jackie Jacaranda.
Viviani
Hi,
and
Vivian.
Viviani and Miss Moonlight.
Ooh,
Hello.
Miss Moonlight, you might be new to me, Miss
Oh,
Moonlight.
really?
I
Yeah,
think, maybe.
she's awesome. She's one of my
Hi,
very
and
loyal subscribers.
I don't
And
know if I know
Courtney,
Courtney. Hi, Courtney. This is one of the fun things about coming on somebody else's channel. I get to meet new people.
yeah, exactly. I don't know MLR. That must be from your
That's
channel.
from my channel. Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah. Some of we share some, of course, that go back
Right.
and forth.
It's Morella. Hi, Morella.
Because I know some of my regulars were saying, "Are you ever going to do Scotch? Are you ever going to do Scotch?"
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Anya Bob is here. Hello. And still scrolling.
Yep.
Okay, that is it for right now. I'm sure there'll be more coming in. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. And Annie Bob says Mark is so cool looking.
Yeah.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Nice.
And I've been eager to get you on the show just to ask about what you do with the animals. And let's do that first, if you don't mind.
Okay.
And how that you were telling me a little bit about that, how that
Yeah.
came about. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I'll
maybe
try to do
some
a
people
very
don't know.
quick abbreviated version.
That's okay. You take your time.
Just to begin with, I feel like I've been clairaudient since I was little, even though I didn't know what the heck that was. But when I was really little, like young, very little, like, before school, um, I grew up in kind of a rough childhood. We won't go into all that. But a lot of time, I was afraid I was going to be killed and stuff. It was really kind of, horrifying. But
Mm.
at an early age, something would come and talk to me and make me feel better and tell me everything was going to be okay. And when I was little, I was brought up in church, even though I'm not religious. Uh, and I thought, is that God? Or is that an angel? That's what I thought. I didn't know. I was just a tiny. But it would talk to me regularly, and I just would listen on, and it made me feel a lot better. Then I began to realize that nobody else ever acted like that happened, so I just never talked about it or anything. And
Right.
then I grew up and didn't really do much about it. Things changed, which um, eventually, when I was like about 31, it became overwhelmingly important to me to make sure I was doing something good
Hmm.
for the earth and the animal kingdom and just the world. I didn't want to die and feel like I hadn't done any kind of goodness. I know it sounds stupid, but it
No,
was
not at
really
all.
important to me. And I just could, it wasn't that I was unhappy or anything. I had moved to California to pursue acting because I have a degree in drama and oral communication. And I was enjoying all that, but the spirit part was missing, and So anyway, but at that time, I'd also, with the clairaudience, I'd had other experiences where I felt like I could hear animals, or, for example, for a long period of time, the one I called Jesus
Right.
talked to me for a long time about being gay, number one, because I had a lot of issues about that. I've had a lot of stuff. And he
Same.
was great about going through that with me and helping me understand all that. He asked me to reread the New Testament with him. And so I would read a passage, and then he would, this is what would happen whenever I'd read like a channeled material. This would just happen automatically, and I didn't really know what it was happening. But I would read a little bit, and then my head would get really heavy. My eyes would close. It was like I'd go into like a meditation. And this is even before I even knew what meditation was. It was just, this would happen.
Right.
And then I would hear a voice explaining what I read, and it would always pretend to be the energy that wrote the book, because I'd found out about channeling through Shirley MacLaine, and so I kind of sought out different books like that. And so that kept happening. And that's what happened with Jesus when I read the New Testament. And so that was something was going on. So I just prayed to God and asked if there's something I'm supposed to do with this. I'd read a couple of books about channeling, and it just felt like I needed to know, or something. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I said, if that's something I'm supposed to do, I don't even know what it is, but please show me now if there's something I can do to make the world a better place, and be spirit. And am I supposed to do channeling, whatever the heck that is? And then in the next 2-week period, by some coincidence, I met 7 different channels in person.
Wow.
Just, the universe going, well, how about these 7, Mark? Would this help you figure it out? And it did help me figure it out. And at that time, I met one who channeled Dwal Kul, who's one of the teachers I still work with. And for a brief period, he was doing channel training through this channeler. I just happened to be, and so I went to a weekend-long channel training. And it was several people. But what I noticed was I had sort of a cheat, because I could already hear that, and I didn't do anything about that. So when I was in the class, I would hear Dwal Kul in my head, and then the channel would say it out loud. So I was already going, well, I'm already. Anyway, he wanted me to channel for him, and I did. And then soon after, and I did classes and private sessions and readings and all that with Dwal Kul, who's an ascended Tibetan master. And then he said, but there's another teacher that also wants to work with you about your connection with the earth and the animal kingdom. And then I got introduced to Pan. Of course, this is all in my brain, guys. So, weird. And he came through and started working with me. And then he did things like what I would call like college classes in my brain about things like animals, crystals, like potions, plants, all kinds, weather, all kinds of stuff like that. And so I would regularly go into meditation for like an hour or so, and we'd have these kinds of things go back and forth. And then he told me he wanted me to channel him, and I'm going, I don't think anybody even knows who you are. I don't know. Some people think you're the devil or something. I don't know. It seems weird. I'm afraid. But he convinced me. And also Dwal Kul was all for it. He was also pushing, not just through me, but through other my mentor channel as well. And so I started doing it. And I said, well, I felt like I was supposed to work with animals. And Pan said, yep, the animals would like for you to be a zookeeper. And I go, well, that's impossible. I'm in my 30s. I have a degree in drama. I can't just become a zookeeper out of the blue. I have no education. And you can't put on well, I talk to the animals. So I am an excellent candidate for zookeeper, because they're going to kind of go, okay, it's in that case.
Oh.
because I was already doing that. But anyway, he said, well, it doesn't really matter, Mark, about your doubts and fears. I would always be like Doubter, Mr. Doubter, and they would like tease me out of it. But it doesn't really matter because the animals want you. That's what they want to happen, and that is what is going to happen. So would you be willing for that to happen? I said, well, yeah, of course, I'd love to do it. I just don't think it's possible. And then within less than a year later, I was a zookeeper at the Los Angeles Zoo. By just going,
Wow.
by just, the old manifestation techniques, listening for guidance, following through, pulling back, letting, all that. And it was a great opportunity because then I worked with every animal that you could probably ever imagine, hands-on. And then just as if by magic, all the animals just immediately took to me. Like I never had any kind of, I have to get the animal to like me, where that's normally what happens to animal keepers. But because I was always had Pan's energy, they just seemed to just take to me all the time. And so I did that for 30 years and retired and moved back to Kentucky. And so,
Wow.
When I was working with Pan's energy, I always did the channeling, the classes, the readings on the side because I worked full time at the zoo. So I've been
Right.
doing that since the 80s. And that's kind of my short story.
Wow, that's awesome. You've got a lot of experience, so honored to have you on here.
Oh,
Just
thank
a
you so much.
newbie learning.
Well,
So,
we're supposed to pull others in. And I know
right,
this because, back in the 80s, I was a little bit like, why me? And I was a lot like, there's nobody else that I know doing this. I feel really isolated to this. A lot like I felt as a gay kid on a farm in Kentucky
mm,
in the 1960s. Is like, I don't know another soul on the planet who is, there wasn't even the word gay at that time, who is
right,
this. What? So it was kind of a little bit of that again, like, oh no, now I'm in this whole woo-woo spirituality thing. So anyway, it was difficult, but I was a big newbie. But I also learned that that time I was supposed to be going first. I've always had to go first a lot in things. And that's just part of I have a 22 life path, which is called Foundation Builder. So I know
hmm,
a lot of times in my life, no matter what I'm doing, I have to go and kind of cut the weeds down and get it started. And then I'm off to the next thing. And then, I don't really get to enjoy it as much as build it, move on kind of thing. If that makes sense.
awesome. Jackie wants to know what's your favorite animal you work with within the zoo.
Well, I don't really have a favorite. I always say, and it's true as it can be, is it was always the one I was in front of at the time. And
Wow,
because I loved them all, and I always saw them instantly as a personality. So when I took care of 16 chimpanzees, it was like 16 individuals. They each
right,
did chimpanzee their own way. I had to build my own relationship with all 16 of them one at a time. That's the way you have to do it with all the animals. But the animals just trusted me right off the bat. Well, of course, I don't really have any, I don't mean them any harm or anything. And I do have a lot of that fool kind of goofy, playful sort of energy that I think they
right,
like. Because the universe kept, the whole time I was working there, I had to hand raise lots of animals. So I did lots of baby care, which is right up my alley. And then I also did a lot of um, helping animals transition, which I wasn't really that excited about. It's not my favorite
right,
because I'm really an emotional person. Just, you know, something happy makes me cry. So that was
right,
emotionally taxing. But I began to find out that it was something I was supposed to do because, you know, how coincidence works. It's really spirit working in your life. So, it'd be too many times it just so happened that the day this animal is going to pass away, I'm taking care of it.
right.
or the day she's giving birth is my day, you know. Or I'm all of a sudden assigned to these animals when there's a bunch of babies coming. You know, so it just kept happening like that. So it was great. So I don't really have a favorite. Of all the animals in the world, I love dogs
Mm-hmm.
and cats. I have both, of course. But dogs, I love cats, don't get me wrong. But they are so persnickety and have their own sense of when and what and how they're going to do things, which I
Yeah.
appreciate and love. But dogs are just there for you all the time. You know, they are just loyal, true blue, and they want to be there with you. Whereas a cat go, I'll sit over here. Thank you very much. You know, get that cat that's going, please, no kisses. But, you know,
Yeah. They are very independent.
yeah,
That's for sure.
I force mine to get kisses anyway, though.
Wanted to ask you something. I thought this was really cool. I got a new deck today from one of my subscribers, Courtney, who's here, and it's the oh my god, the Cosmic Cat Wisdom
Oh, yes,
cards. Do
I
you
have
have
those.
those?
Yep, love them.
I just did a walkthrough about 2 hours ago,
Oh, you
so
did?
that yeah, so that I could read with these
I
with
saw
you.
that come up because I'm subscribed to you, of course, and it said you were going through a new animal deck. And I thought, I wonder if it's
Right.
better. But I didn't have time. I had to go do all that stuff today, so I didn't get to watch it. But they have two backs. You've got the one,
Oh, look at that.
you got the back that Debbie has. Um, but this
Right.
one's my back, but it's the same one, Cosmic Cat. And they're great cards. I love them. I use them all the time on Animal Day. But there's also a Divine Dog deck,
Oh, wow.
which the same people make, and it's great. Like, did you like the pictures and stuff when you were going through it?
Yes, I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah, they're really good to use. You know, it was so funny. Debbie and I have been doing, because I met Debbie early on when I went onto YouTube, and we just clicked. And I don't know, Pan asked me to ask her to do the animal readings with me, and I'm glad I did. So it's worked out really well. So we've been doing those together for a few years. And all of a sudden, one week, I was online and I found the Cosmic Cat deck, and I went, "Ooh, that sounds cool."
Right.
And I ordered it and got it, and I loved it. In that exact same week, Debbie found the Divine Dog deck and ordered it. And if you were to pick, you know, she has cats, and my dogs are. So you might have thought that I would have found the dog deck and she would have found the cat deck. It was so weird.
Right.
We found the opposite deck on basically the same day, and then we brought them to the show at the same time. Then I go, hey, I'm like, those cards remind me of these cards anyway. And so then after we got off the show, we both had to go and find the other deck. You know, it's so funny. But I felt like it was meant to be that we started using these decks. I'm so glad somebody sent you one.
And look at this, Courtney, who sent me the one that I was just telling you about, that we were talking about, is going to send me the Divine Dog. She's just a sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Courtney.
They're really, I have used mine to pieces. I love them. They're really good to read with the dogs and cats. And I was telling you earlier, a lot on my channel, we do a lot about reincarnation, which was surprising to me. But they're great decks for that, too. So, anyway, love them.
All right. Awesome. Well, would you like to get into some readings?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I didn't ask you about a time limit. Do you have a specific time
Well, I can't go
or a
past.
sweet spot?
Well, I can't go past 6:30.
Okay. All right. No
We
problem
usually
at
do
all.
about a 90-minute chunk. I know we chatted a little bit today, but
No problem. Yeah,
next time we won't have to chat.
that sounds great. All right. So please put your question in caps and emojis just so I can see, if you will, please. And I want to tell the people who've already put in their questions, I've got a couple questions here. Debbie, Ness, Peg, and Anya Bob, I've got two different questions for you. Let's see. I'll take the second one down here. It looks like you redid it. All right, so we had a couple of donations. Miss Moonlight gave some memberships, so I wanted to do you first. So, Miss Moonlight, if you have a question, if you could put that in, and if not, we'll go to Ness. A second, let me star these. I got Jessica Lynn, Seascape, Viviani. I got you. Viviani's wonderful, isn't she? I know you were talking about
Yes.
her. She is. She was on my show about a week ago. We
I
had a
saw
great
that.
time.
Yep. She's lovely. Love her. She's been
Courtney, I got you.
border for me for a long time.
Yes, she's great. Okay, MLR, I got you.
Hi, Seascape.
Here we go. Miss
Okay.
Moonlight wants to know any messages from spirits, animal, or human.
Any message? Do you have anybody specific in mind? You don't have to, but for me, the more specific the question, the more specific the answer. Let's see.
Sounds good.
Oh, from animals, or just a message from animal or human. Well, I think I'm going to go with animal. Let's see here.
And feel free to go first whenever you're ready. It's
I'm
fine
usually a
with me.
little slow, so I'll try to pep it up.
Oh no, you don't have to. I can go first too. Just whoever's ready. Sounds good.
Yeah, if you're faster, because the way I work is first I listen, and then I do cards. So I try to hear first if spirit wants to say something about it or Pan, and then I draw cards to see if they go along with what I'm hearing. Okay. So it can take me a minute. Okay, so Black Cat, Pico, she's saying. It's funny because I said, I think we're going to go animals, and I picked up the cat deck. So,
Perfect.
well, Pico.
And I was telling Mark if you guys would bear with me. This is the first time I've had a full animal show. I think I've answered one animal question and all of the tarot that I've done, which isn't a whole lot. But so bear with me. But I will try to start here with Miss Moonlight, and we'll see what happens. But just keep in mind, Mark's the expert. So, but Miss Moonlight, I got the Nine of Earth. And I got you a cat here, a ragdoll cat. And Nine of Pentacles is, of course, the spa day card, and just having some things that you can do for you, pampering yourself. And so I'm thinking that you know how cats do, and they pamper themselves all day long, pretty much. So I'm thinking that that's the first thing that he's coming into communication with you on. And then we got the Seven of Cups, and just making a decision and not having your head in the clouds, but just making a decision on your own and going with your gut instinct. And I got another cat from the animal deck, which is the Ego. This is the same as the Devil card, but it's a lot different with the Siamese cat. It says you may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. Okay, so it might just be something that's holding you back a little bit. Then you got the Two of Swords, again, making a decision. So this is coming up again. And this can also be meditation and just learning to trust that gut instinct. So I think that's something that I don't know if it was the he or she, but what Pico is trying to tell you. And also you need to go inward a little bit and go inside and find the light and make sure you're on the right path. I think you are. And You're a wonderful person, beautiful on the inside and outside. And that's just what I'm getting as a message. I will do a cosmic cat. I can
Yep.
get my hands on it here.
Cosmic Kitty.
Assertive. Take your
Uh,
place at the table.
yeah.
All right. So yeah, that make sure you are keeping yourself first and going inward to look for that self-confidence that I know you have. So just a reminder, I think, to be assertive. And I'll give you one more since you donated. I got secrets. Let the cat out of the bag.
I like those 2 cards.
Yeah. So maybe something that you need to say that has been holding you back a little bit. So that's what I got.
Yep.
And Mark, do you mind if I am bigging you? Or,
If you do what? Oh no, it's okay.
make
Yeah.
you big here?
Ah!
All right.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Miss Moonlight, do you have a cat now? That's the first thing I want to ask you. Or
She has 2.
I was going to say, or 2, right there in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 2 cats. Well, my little sweetie pie, I don't know. I feel like our little Pico or Picasso, he has 2 cats, Murphy and Spencer, is trying to tell me he's there now. How long ago did Picasso go? You said 18. Did you say he was 18 years old when he passed? And
I believe so, yes.
okay. And then, so I'm already in that frame of mind from the first second when I hear it. And then Scott pulled 2 cards, and both of those right before you got Murphy. Yeah. And those 2 cards are really strong reincarnation cards for me that you drew, Scott. But so prosperity, that's like the first card you got, the 9 of Pentacles, right, that you had. So this is a prosperity card, have it all. He had the life of Riley. And it was just a wonderful life, kind of a thing. He couldn't have been happier, I think. But my first thought in my mind before I started pulling cards was, ask who she has now. And usually if they go that, they're trying to tell me that he's there. He's not in heaven, he's there. So friendship, care is there. He's like he's still in your presence. You can hug him and kiss him up. Everyone is connected. I get this card a lot when they want to continue their connection through more than one lifetime together. He also feels like he might be teaching that other cat you have. Because, you know, when I was going to say, are there 2 cats? And then I pulled this card when I was thinking that, and it made me think, oh, I think there's 2 cats. Because he's talking about he's with another cat. And a lot of times I get reward, pay it forward when they're talking about moving into the next experience. Like they're taking their life they had and they're moving forward again. So, and the animals will do this quite often with their same people. They don't live as long as us. And so, you know, I've been doing this now for several decades, and I just see more and more and more of that happening. It's happened to me, and I see it more and more happening. So I wasn't really expecting any of that, but that's what I'm hearing. So if I were you, I would kind of sit with that for a minute and see what you think. He's saying, I don't know, I feel like there might be some little behavioral thing that might remind you of Picasso. It feels like it's the one you're calling Murphy. Anyway. Okay, that's what I was getting for that one.
Awesome. Okay. Yes, Ness, I got you. You are going next. So thank you so much, Mark.
And I almost always pull that take your rightful place at the table kitty cat card when they're
Mm-hmm.
already back home.
I'm already back.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a done deal. And then when you pulled that card, I'm going, okay, well, and the other one you did was another that's always kind of goes that direction. Anyway, I don't know. I just heard in my mind. Yeah, anyway, there we go.
No problem.
You
That
probably
that
weren't
was awesome.
expecting that, Miss Moonlight, but there you go.
All right, let's go to Ness. I would love a general message from my guides. All righty. And then Courtney, you go after Ness.
I'll probably draw the strength card for you, Ness. I think I pulled that for her. I'm just kidding. Oh, Murphy's an interesting cat. Never had a cat like him before. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of strong in that direction. It's a pretty quick turnaround, but I know that's possible. Okay.
All right, Ness, I got the Ace of Cups for you. So an overflow of love, I think, is going to be coming to you, and maybe in the form of a friendship, could be something else, maybe a relationship. But you definitely have love that's coming for you, and you can show that to other people to have it come back to you even quicker through karma. Then you got the Three of Swords. So, and this one is the rose-breasted grosbeak, I think is how you say it. But it says sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. Okay, so the Three of Swords is kind of a dreary card, but there's positive in every card, and this is just to say that you don't have to be that way. You can lift yourself up through positive vibration and make that go into something better. Then you got the Death card, and this is transformation, transition, change. So I think something new is going to be coming in for you. And then you got the Emperor, the deer mouse, and this is just to say to take charge of that new change when it comes in. And this is like a leadership position. I definitely see you as a leader, Ness. You're in a class by yourself with the leadership, and I think that's awesome. So just keep doing what you're doing there. And then you got the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Self nurture, taking care of yourself, right? And then you're able to take care of others after you take care of yourself. But just love yourself and take charge. And I think that is what I got. Let me get you a Cosmic Cat card 2. Aloof, seek non-attachment. All right. So it's kind of funny with the dog there, with just tongue open. The cat's rolling his eyes too.
Those pictures always so good on those cards.
That is, yeah. So seek non-attachment. I think this goes with the leadership card as well. You are your own leader, and you can manifest what you want to bring it in this. So that's what I got for you.
Hi, Gerald.
Hey, Gerald.
I love when they say hi, Mark and Scott, because my brother's name was Scott. And
oh, really?
Yeah, he passed away this past year, but he was 2 years younger than me. So we grew up Mark and Scott, Mark and Scott, Mark and Scott, all the time. It was like one
That's
word.
Cool.
So Ness, I get that. I don't know. There's stuff going on at work. You're still working, right? Are you working out in the worker world? But I feel like there's work energy going on because I also got that Emperor card, and Scott get that too. No, you're not working. Well, are you managing something? Because it feels like you're in charge of stuff. I'm getting this. Oh, you're in between jobs. So you're not done with work, you don't think, but you're in the middle. Because I'm getting all this work energy coming up. Oh, great. I have an interview this week. Okay, there we go. That helps. So you guys know why I like you present when I'm doing your readings, because I always have to ask questions. Because I think work is approaching, my darling dearest. And it looks like you get the Three of Pentacles. So, that's a lot of times, that would be like an interview, actually. See, it looks like they're asking you questions. This actually looks like an interview card today. Even though Three of Pentacles in general is like working with other people who know other things, joining meeting of the minds, joining together. So when you said I have an interview, this looks like that. But I feel like, we're kind of itching to get back to work. Eight of Pentacles. And because I get the Emperor too, the Emperor in this case kind of stands for the job, I think it's coming through for you. It's what I'm going to feel, what I feel like. And the reason I say that is because you've been working on your spirituality. I know this about you, Ness. And so you also get the Ace of Wands, which is a gift from Spirit as well. So it's satisfying spiritually as well as, earthly pentacles. So you got all those pentacles because it's an earthly manifestation, but it's also connected to your spiritual work. Look at that. Since January. Terrific. Love it. I'm such a good psychic reader. But that's really what this card was saying to me, that it's connected. This new job that's coming in is because you've been working with Spirit and co-creating and things like that. And just in general, this kind of for everybody, this Five of Swords energy that snuck in there, that's the energy we're kind of in now on the planet in general, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you personally. So it sometimes can create little hiccups and little moving forward, then have to take a half step back, then move forward again. So that's just a general energy that we're in currently. So I think they want to just remind us of that. And sometimes if there's a delay or a slight hiccup, it isn't anything you did. It's more about the times we're living in. So I think they're reminding us of that. Awesome. And you, in your job search. Yeah, okay.
Didn't mean to cut you off there, Mark.
Oh, no. I never shut up until somebody.
Oh, that's Sonny there.
Hi, Sonny. What you doing, buddy boy?
He turned around and looked towards the computer when you said that. That was
You're the
cool.
same kind of kitty cat as my cat Halo that I inherited from my mama. Halo's a yellow and white cat like that.
Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of orange and yellow cats are all male. Or maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Well, the tiger ones, I think, are pretty much all male. The pure tiger stripes, I think.
Right.
Yeah. You went over there to sit over because there's a lot of cards here. And I was trying to find a spot, and I had to go over there.
Okay, let's see. We've got Courtney next. Courtney has a dog named Hunter. Is Courtney's question is Hunter happy as a solo dog? He is rescue and we have had him for a year. And she loves this dog and this dog loves her, I'm sure. Yep. So she talks about him all the time.
What a cute name, Hunter. Yeah, any of you guys that never heard of me, come on over to my channel.
And yes, please. Yeah, sorry about that.
Subscribing.
Yeah, if you are on my channel and you're not subscribed to Mark, why not? So go over and pop over there real quick and please give him a subscribe. And Yep.
I do animal readings every single Monday at 2:00 Eastern. So come over there if you have questions about your animals. I always love to hear from you. And I do anything you want to ask day on Saturdays at 4. It's not me, it's my guides to read those things. But we do it on Saturdays and Tuesdays. Everybody's always welcome.
Hi, Jill. This is not just pet questions only. It's personal if you want as well. I wanted to say hi to Renee real quick. Hey, Renee, the Tarot Magician is here.
I love that name.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, magician. I remember one time I was talking to Pan about the tarot cards, and I said, I feel like, am I the magician in the deck? And he went, well, I'd call you the fool. I went, oh, well, thanks a lot. He goes, I'm kind of more the magician. You're kind of the fool.
The fool.
He goes, in a good way, because you tend to follow what I ask you to do. I'm going, oh, okay.
The fool's almost one of the smartest ones in the tarot, I think, because he's taking a leap and going
trust
for it. Trust, yeah.
Taught. And I do that. Even though I'll complain and moan, I do jump anyway, so there's that. He knows that about me too.
And moderators, I did go ahead and close the questions just so we can be respectful of the time, because there's a lot of questions that are still up there. So I appreciate you mods helping me with that.
I feel like Hunter is happy, number one. He feels like you rescued him, and you did, I think. And he couldn't be happier about that. He feels like this is where he needs to be. This is where he wants to stop, stay. But you're asking about, he is open to having a buddy. And, it's kind of good because you've had him for a year. So he's established himself there and he's established his place. So he would most likely want to be the more of the alpha of the two, because he'd want to like guide and lead another one. But I think he's open to it. I pulled these two cards, which you can interpret in different ways, but guidance, help is on the way. That's kind of like he wouldn't mind to have a companion energy. He doesn't mind being the solo dog, but he's okay to have a helper on the side. That balance, steady as she goes, also kind of talks to having two balance each other out. And, dogs in general are pack animals, so they tend to like another animal, whereas cats can kind of take it or leave it because they're more solitary by nature. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have a dog that's solitary and a cat that's social, but in general, it goes that other way. So he wouldn't mind to take one under his wing, I don't think. So I'm saying, yeah, he's open to it. What are you hearing or reading or saying about Hunter?
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. I think it's a definite yes that that he is. I think he's happy as a solo dog, but I think that he would be just as happy with another one as well. You've got the Nine of Swords, so if you do get another dog, it could cause a little bit of anxiety at first, but that's just normal. That's if you meet somebody new and you have a new roommate or something like that, you're going to be nervous at first. So then you got the 10 of Swords, or the 10 of Air. And look at your dog there. You have a beautiful Siberian Husky. And this is the end of something and the beginning of something else. So I think it could be a new beginning for you to have this second dog. And then you got 6 of Pentacles, being generous, maybe getting another rescue. And then the Lovers. 2 is better than 1, maybe in this case. And then the Ace of Pentacles, and that's like a new opportunity, money, but I'm seeing it more as a new opportunity for you, and to rescue another dog. And I think Hunter would be happy to have another dog there with him. But that's what I'm getting. Let me pull you one more card here. Pull you one of the forgot what these are called. The creative creatures or something like that. The cosmic creatures. Yes. I don't know. You might have this too, Mark, but got the moth.
Oh,
And I've got everything written down here, so I can just go quick to my reference. It says truth, worth, and authenticity. All right, and let me pull one more as like a clarifier to that. It said got the camel as well, and the camel is journey, oasis, reserve. So being on a new journey with a new animal could be something that is going to be good for all that's involved, all of you. So that's what I got.
yep. I like that card too you had with that dog holding the leash in his mouth. Like,
Right.
kind of wanting to be the leader of the two. And just one last thing, I just ask about, if we get another dog, is there any kind of thing you're thinking about? And I do think he'll be happier if it's a younger one. Now, I get this, which definitely looks younger. I don't think it has to be that young. And of course, that's a kitten. But it says tender, gentle, loving care, because Hunter will want to take more of teacher, boss, guider energy, I think. And you'll probably know because you know him better. But I feel like it'll work out better if it's a younger dog. It doesn't have to be an infant, but younger than Hunter. Hunter's 3. Yeah. I would say maybe under 1 or less. It's just what I'm feeling. Because he won't feel, that'd be less threatening to him. Because then it'll be like, oh, I'm going to raise him to be a good addition. You don't really want somebody that's, older than him that's going to want to try to dominate or anything.
That makes perfect sense to me too. Definitely. All right. Let me go through here. We got Debbie McDonald next. Love a reading. I am a Gemini. Okay, is it just a general reading, Debbie? If you're still here, let me know.
Debbie McDonald had a. Oh, sorry. Debbie McDonald would love a reading. Okay, let's see here. The Gemini.
I'm not sure Debbie is here.
Might not be.
We could put on that one on the side here.
Okay.
And go back to it if we need to. Peg Watts is here as well.
Okay. Hi, Peg.
One of my friends, Cindy, who was a champion of nature artist photographer, passed away in the beginning of February.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. She's been sick for a long time. Can you check on her for me? All right. I'm going to let you do this one since she asked for you.
Oh, well, that's just because she knows me. She comes to my channel, but you can do too. Yeah. Hi, Peg, sweetie. I'm so sorry to hear about your friend passing. That's always hard. So, Cindy.
Is Peggy here? Or
Who?
Peg?
Oh, yeah. Peg, are you here? Hi, Jean.
Hey, Sunsaki Jean.
Jean's coming on my channel tomorrow. I'm real excited.
Yeah, Jean is wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not seeing Peg either.
Yeah, I know.
So let's see.
On my channel, I always say hello as soon as I call you.
Yeah, as soon as
I know you're here, and I'll
that's what I do
too, because it's just I'd rather the person be here when I'm reading.
Anya Bob, are you here?
They were.
Yeah, I saw them a minute ago.
Jean, Jean, Jean. Hey, Jean, I was going to send you an email about this. Ask you right here. I have your little Sun Psychic Jean symbol there, but I don't really have a picture of you. So if you'd rather have a picture on our our invite that I'm putting up right if this is over, would you send me one? Thank you very much. There's Peg.
There's Peg, yes. All right.
Well, she felt immediately better as far as, because I don't physically, like you said, she'd been sick, but it was like getting to the point where she just was depleted. She felt depleted, like spiritually, emotionally, everything. But then she says she immediately felt better, that. It's still kind of new, it's like a new thing. She acts like that's still, I'm taking it in. It's a lot to take in, I feel like she's saying. She says some of it is like what I thought, some of it's not. It's this is always so interesting to me because, of course, I don't know anything. So when Spirit starts translating those kind of messages, I'm always like, oh, that sounds so interesting. She says she's talking a lot about light. There's a lot of light on that side, and she feels like I'm light. So I get this King of Pentacles. It's interesting though, because in this bright white, it's like what I hear her saying with this card is that, you go before the light, the creator, like maybe the ultimate King of Pentacles, source. But I like that she's all, even though it's the King of Pentacles, it looks kind of, spiritual. It's like she's got on a Pope outfit or something. But anyway, I feel like she's trying to get across that she met, or that's not the right word, returned to the source. But she's talking about it as if like it was a thing, something's there in front of her, that it looks separate, even though there was a oneness. Anyway, that was pretty exciting. This is interesting too. She said that would be interesting to put onto paper or to express in art. Anything else you want to say to me? She's not quite sure what's next. I don't feel like she's decided what to do in what's next. She's still kind of adjusting to this energy of, having an energy body that doesn't have a physical casing around it, and kind of fitting in and figuring it all out. And it looks like she's looking at options because there's jobs to do up there. I don't know what, but often they tell me they're doing stuff like working, sort of what we call working. So I think it's a little soon for her to know exactly, but she's feeling great. She likes it. It's like, first of all that pain, all that just instantly disappeared. And you were asking about her dog. She left a dog. Is he okay without her? Well, he's adjusting. It looks like, what, did a relative take him or something? Looks like he knows the person that took him, and he's adjusting to it. It's a little bit of a, he's still kind of adjusting, even though it's been a bit. Okay. What about you, Scott?
All right, Peg. So first card I pulled was the King of Pentacles, and this is just telling me that Cindy just wants you to know that she wants you to be happy. Wants you to have happy family life, happy home, which makes me think of the King of Pentacles, who's also worked hard for what he gets and has manifested as well. So she wants you to manifest your dreams and be happy. I've also got the 9 of water or 9 of cups. You can see a dog right there. So I had just pulled it when you asked about the dog, if the dog was going to be okay. This is the 9 of cups, which is manifesting, and the genie in the bottle cards. So you even see the little genie lamp there. Manifesting again what you want, I think is a big thing that's coming through. Lesson, I think, that's coming through that she wants you to manifest. And then you got the Queen of Cups. This is the empath queen. So I really think that it also says psychic. You could be have been given some gifts of psychic ability and empath ability as well, which are really awesome gifts to have. So I think she may want you to delve into that. So that's what I got there. I'll get you Cosmic Hat card 2. You got teacher, share your knowledge. Yeah, I think she wants you to know that you're really a strong person and you have the ability to teach others and they will listen. So that is what I got.
Cool.
Thank you, Peg, for being here. Go ahead, Mark.
No, that's all. It was great.
All right.
Thank you, Peg.
Next, we have Jessica Lynn. Make sure I'm not doubling down on these. Okay, yeah, Jessica Lynn is next.
Okay.
We have a spirit guide message. Jessica, are you still here? I'm sure you probably are. Yes. All right.
Yes, she is. Hey, Jessica. A spirit guide message.
Well, the first card I got for you is the Empress. And this, again, is about self-nurturing, self-love, and creativity as well. And in this deck is the Angora rabbit. I love this rabbit. It's actually a cutie for a rabbit. So I would just say he's got the love necklace around him. The Empress is about Venus in a way, and the planet of love, and just having love for yourself and for others. So that's the first one I got. The next one here is the Queen of Cups, the empath card. So I think that by nurturing yourself, you're going to be able to separate your feelings from other people, which is really important when you're an empath. So just take that into consideration. And then you got this, I'll look at this, the little kittens. You got the 7 of water, or the 7 of cups. And this is decisions that need to be made. And a lot of times it's better just to follow your gut and take the first decision that comes out. That's usually what spirit is giving you. So it's about not having your head kind of up in the clouds, instead being able to think precisely and through spirit and making that right decision. And for you, Jessica Lynn, I've got the Bliss card. Contentment is in hand. Love that cat.
I love that car. That's like one of my favorite. That little face.
Yeah, that's so cute. So bliss, contentment is in hand. So good things are coming for you and to you. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, just a quick question. Are you looking to move or anything like that? Are you thinking about moving or changing something like a job or a house? Anyway, I just want to ask that question. So beyond that question, the thing I'm getting is this at this time in your life. Oh, I'm thinking of moving. Oh, well, I'm so glad. This is why I need you guys to be here. So you can
Yeah.
confirm for me because, again, me, Mark, I know nothing. So I just have to trust what comes through and trust that I can hear correctly. Anyway, this is the prime time to manifest what you want, Missy Miss. So that's the first card I got, was just this is a great time to manifest that new thing you're wanting and about a new place to live, because after I drew this card, all the other cards seem to be about moving. So that's why I was wondering about that. But they want you to know, make a clear choice if you're really looking about, I want a new house or I'm changing new location. Be clear on what makes you happy about the move, what you really need to support you and lift you up. We're all allowed to have a place to live. Thank you very much. We all deserve it. The universe is there to help provide it for you. So get on track with that, and choose. So if I'm working on manifestation with spirit, I'll get pretty specific on what I want and what would satisfy me, and even why I want it. Like, why would that make me happy, or why would that help me to serve better or something like that. I'll try to do that. And I'll kind of present that I usually just go right to God when I'm doing my little initial part, and then the guides help. But and once I have it down, then I kind of just toss that away, because it's this or that which is better. That's a good thing to remember. Even when you pick your perfect house, you go, so I want this or that which is better. So which serves me and everyone else concerned to their highest good. That's kind of, that's the way the best manifestation works, where it just serves everybody. So they're talking about that. So I would say sit down and do that if you haven't already, because the rest of the cards are talking about that looks like movings in store. It doesn't necessarily be moving because you're getting kicked out or anything, because you're walking away from full cups, but it's more like a choice. I want to move in a different location, a different area. So I feel like that's on its way. They want you to kind of focus in on that, sort of put the work into it. But now work in this case is like just mentally aligning yourself with what you want, and, like tell yourself, I'm co-creating with spirit a new place to live, and keep in that little alignment there. I feel like if you're already looking, or if you've already been looking, there's going to be some possibilities coming up here that you're looking like, oh, I might look into that a little bit more, something like that. Yeah. I know, Miss Moonlight, this is a brand new deck I got. It's called the Pink Tarot. It's just the Rider Waite in pink.
Oh wow.
But I got it because it has words on it. I never really had one with words on it before, because I mostly read even though I know what the cards mean. I really read from pictures more often than not. But I like this one because it had words on it. So that's why I got this one. And it's cute too, because I love pink. Oh, there you go. It's called the Pink Tarot.
Awesome. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, great.
All right. Next up is Seascape. Seascape, are you here? And Viviani, if you'll let me know, you are next after Seascape.
Okay, Seascape. Hi, Seascape. She's here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, when I retire in June. I'd be financially okay. Pendulum says yes. I'm hearing that there'll be a little bit of adjustment period. Sometimes, like with retirement, some expenses go down right away. Like for me, I don't spend anywhere near as much money on gas as I used to when I was working full time. And so some things go down, and then you get some Social Security and all that. And if you have retirement, so I feel like it's kind of coming from different directions, and there'll be a little of adjustment period, but you'll be okay. You might adjust some things. So I'd rather have this than that kind of a thing, or it's the same result, but I can get this for less money. You know what I mean? So there's some things that you have to do a little differently, but I think it's going to be okay. That's what I hear. I didn't pull any cards, but I'll pull one more Scott's talking.
All righty, Seascape. I got a yes, just like Mark did. But I think that there's Spirit is coming in with another message for you to be content when you do retire. So the first one is great. You got the 10 of Pentacles. So that's having everything you need, having worked for it, and now it's yours, happy home, and being good with the retirement. So the 10 of Pentacles is perfect for that. Then, as some people may have noticed, I'm picking from different decks, and I love it when I get double cards because it really just makes me think Spirit is really trying to drill this in.
Right.
And so we got the 8 of Cups here in this deck. It's the 8 of Water, and this is walking away from something that no longer resonates. And don't look at it as a bad thing, because if the thing is not resonating with you, then it's going to be easy to get rid of. But there's something that you need to get rid of before you retire, I think in June, that is holding you back a little bit. Because look right here, the Black Cat Tarot, boom. You got the 8 of Cups again. Same card. So it's telling me you to walk away and start your retirement happy, joyful, with success, and leaving something behind. And I think you know what it is. It's usually, like I said, that gut feeling, that first thing that comes and pops up into your mind. Okay, let me get you a cat card as well. Release, let it go. Okay, so again, something that needs to be let go of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's probably the job.
Yeah, it could definitely be that. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're absolutely right.
Look how relaxed the kitten is.
Yeah, it's done. That's how I would feel when I was retired.
Yeah.
And then you got the risk card. Take a chance. Right? So take a chance. There you go. But I think it's definitely a yes from what I've got. But I think Mark has more for you.
Yeah, it always feels a little risky, when you move into retirement, because you don't know exactly what that's going to be. So I think that card's perfect. But I just put a couple cards on will I be financially okay? First thing you get, 3 of Cups. Oh, we're dancing and singing. We're so happy about the situation. And then just the Ace of Cups too. It's a gift. Retirement is a gift. It's good. You're going to like it. Go for it. The third one is it's also a new beginning. So you're going to be fitting in the world in a little bit of a different way. So this is the 3 of Wands. Sometimes they'll call that waiting for your ship to come in. So in one way, your ship's already come in because you're at retirement. But you're looking to see how you're going to adjust to that. So, some of that might be downsizing a little bit with those cups behind you. There's just things I don't need to do anymore, and I can let that go. But the other thing about this card and what I'm hearing inside is you're also going to be doing stuff. It's like, retirement doesn't mean you just stop working or anything. In some ways, I'm more busy now than when I was working, 40 hours a week. But so there are going to be other things to do. And I also feel like they bring in money. That, like, just because you're retired doesn't mean that you're going to automatically stop creating money. So that looks like something that's coming up in there too, So it all seems positive to me. You're going to be so happy you're retired.
Awesome. Yep. Thank you, Mark. And let's go to Viviani. Thank you, Seascape, for being here. And let's go to Viviani. Message from Spirit about what's coming my way, please and thank you. All right.
Yeah, I want to bring in. I think you're going to, sweetie. You're going to have some kind of little job opportunity or something. It's like part-time that you like. It's like doing it because you want to, not because you have to, is what I'm going to say too. Okay. I'll shut up. Viviani is here.
Right away, Viviani, I've got something going for you in romance or a new partnership coming in for you, because you got the Two of Cups, the lovebirds. So yeah, you got possibility of a really strong friendship or romance that may be going on. I don't know your situation yet, and wouldn't say that unless you did, but if you're single or married at this time. But if you are looking for someone else, this might be a good time to open your eyes and just see what's out there. And because you got the Page of Cups as well. So this is the page that's usually bringing in the fish in a cup, which to me means abundance in the tarot. So bringing you an abundance of love and sensitivity as well. This is the sensitive page. So be sensitive to your talks with other people, your friends, and just realize that they are there for you, and you can talk to them as well as, because I know you're a great listener, right? Make sure you have people you can talk to as well. And then I've got the Ace of Pentacles for you. So this is a new opportunity. This, again, something new is coming in. So I think that it's going to be good for you. This could be new money as well. And just the start of something really good, and brand new opportunity. That's the word, just keeps popping up, and there's a reward, it looks like, in that cup as well. So rewards and recognition for you also. Let's get you, I like these cat cards. I know Mark has them too. I can't keep from picking them up. I like them so much.
That's right. You'll love
You got Envy, find your own. Interesting.
Their face.
The dog's over here. You gotta look at the cat's face.
He didn't get any cake.
He didn't get any cake. Find your own. So this is for you to look and find what you're looking for and manifest it, I believe. And I think that is all I've got for you right now, Viviani. But yeah, keep that in mind. Just maybe in your back pocket there.
Those cards have such strong pictures, but also the words are very strong on them too. I don't know. They just bring up a lot right when you pull them. They seem kind of simple, but there's a lot to them, I think. Anyway.
Right.
I've been pushing them for a while, and I don't even remember who made them, but I love them. Okay. So, Viviani, you got lots of good cards here for me. Yeah, I see that, my sweetie pie. So, Spirit's pretty excited about you and about where you are in your life. I think you are too, because you've really opened up to the idea of that I have my own personal private connection to Source that can help me in my life practically and in all ways. And you're really, I don't know, you've sparked into it. You're on the road. It's like peaceful warrior. There you go. And I love it. So you get the Fool card. You're on the journey, kid. This, a lot of times you might see starting, but you've already started. You're you're on the journey. What is the journey? Becoming, realizing that you're a magician. So you got 0 and 1 in a row. Well, the first 2 cards I drew. And you said, yeah, I'm looking to manifest. Yeah. Well, you got the manifestation magician. It's time. We're on the road. You're already doing it. So that Fool card, you're already in the process. It's just this new awareness in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit is really helping to put you right up there in a position of power. So, Queen of Swords, but, just, fair, rightful thinking, a position of power, but with a feminine foundation. So, fairness. It's a power position, but one that serves others. So, and you're feeling more in your own power. They're telling me, and I think you are. You're real. So they're just bragging on you. Let's just say that. That's what we're getting here from the guides. They're saying the work you're doing, sweetie, is really helping you balance earth, heaven, and earth. The unseen and the seen. See this little, it's like that's the God symbol that she's got 2 coins in. And look, they're almost even, side by side. So I like the God symbol, but then there's earthly pinnacles in it. So it's like balancing heaven and earth, is what I'm saying. Guys, I read from the pictures a lot. So, and what Spirit's, bugging me in my head about. So that, terrific. And one last thing. I could have just drawn forever because then I looked at the next. They're all just super. It's just like a string of positive cards. So love it. So you get one more ace, Ace of Wands. So that's guidance from Spirit coming your way to take some action. So I feel like there's some actual, action to take, like an opportunity, an idea, an inspiration. But it's not just fleeting. It's actually the next step kind of a thing that you've been working on, you've been thinking about, you've been focusing on. It's on its way. Here it comes. So good. Love it, Viviani.
All right. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you, Viviani, for being here. We always appreciate you.
Yep.
And next up is MLR. And question, can I get a message from my birth mom, Barbara? And I see you're here, MLR. So.
Yep. MLR usually stays the whole time. Let's see here. From birth mom, words.
To me, MLR, I feel like your mom is saying that you are worth a whole lot. You got, out of 3 cards, 2 of them are pinnacles, and they're very high, positive pinnacle cards. You got the 8 of Pentacles or 8 of Earth in this deck, same thing. I feel like she's saying you have worked hard. and like she's watching you and watching the story of your life unfold, and she's just so proud and happy with the person that you have become. Then you've got the hanged cat or the hanged man, which is a new perspective. So I think she just wants you to look at things in every form, and maybe just not one way, but discover what it is in your heart, in your soul, that is making you um, make decisions in a certain way, and then think about pausing before you make a decision and really thinking about it, and then saying what it is that you want to say. So just a little bit of a pause there. Then you got another Pentacle card. You got the King of Pentacles or the King of Earth. And I think she's just trying to tell you that you definitely, she's just so proud of you. And you definitely have a lot of good things that are coming to you still on this earth. So just to have abundance and to be happy is what I'm seeing. Let me get you another card here. You got the fullness card. Give thanks.
Yeah.
Give thanks. So yeah, that'd be just she wants you to be, full of gratitude for all the things that you have. And also I'm hearing MLR that she is so grateful for the time that she had with you. And yeah. Oh, I'm Irish, as was she, and we got the Irish cob horse. Perfect.
Yeah, and today's St. Patrick's Day.
And today's St. Patrick's Day, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Irish.
wow. Today is the anniversary of my conception. Oh, okay, 60 years ago.
Now,
Conceived
how do
on
you
St.
know you were conceived on that day? Were you a fly in the I know when it happened exactly to the minute. Mom told me. I remember it well, dear. Oh, today's your adopted brother's birthday. What's all kinds of stuff happening today? Let's go for the green. I should have been using these cards more for today, and I didn't think about it. My Under the Rainbow cards. But okay. So this is what she's saying to me, and what I can hear here. Oh, St. Patrick's Day parade. Yay. She's talking about that maybe your childhood wasn't the most rosy. Oh no, I don't want to, be throwing shade if you had a lovely rosy childhood. But I feel like she said you had some challenges growing up. And she's so proud that you were able to look at this card. It's the little koala on a branch and there's fire on it, licking his flames. You were able to rise above the flames and the hassles and the hardships and stayed on top of it all. Even though it may not have been a wonderfully peaceful environment, you were still able to rise to the top. Because, number one, you have a lot of love energy, she says, and you're lovable, she wants to say to you. Got this pink card. But lovable, and she wants to say brave. So it's upside down coward. But you're brave. You take steps. You are, now she's kind of laughing, but hard-headed, but she means that in a good sense. So like strong-willed. Maybe that's a better way to say it than hard-headed. But like when you got your mindset, you did it, and you didn't really let people knock you off. And she says that you've been working hard on putting some good karma into the world. She thinks, there's that pink card about the love energy you put out. and like the Ronan and red chicken. And she says, and it's coming back to you. So she sees good stuff here coming in the future. I think Scott was talking about that too. So I got the sun card, and the sun is the sun no matter what deck. And she's saying that you're creating good for you. So like a good karmic return of some sort. That could be a windfall or just, I don't know what, but she's acting like there's some good news coming. And I just pulled out of another card, the deck, Knight of Swords. So there's that good news coming. It's coming down the hill. It's coming pretty quick. So again, I get a good news. And then just to fool around, I went to my other deck and I got the Leprechaun, which is perfect for today. Holding on to some money. So it's a little fun because this is the 4 of coins. So sometimes that's being a little miserly or a little like I'm going to hang on to my pennies and so I don't lose them. It's just funny that we're talking about money and leprechauns and everything today. And when she was talking about some goodness coming in. So she might be talking about a little extra money coming in somehow. And just finally, she wanted to send you a big message of love. This is the 2 of Cups. And I also like this card has a little pan in it. Oh. So it's a pan and a mermaid, and they're enjoying each other and interacting. So she's just sending you love too. It's like from one world to another, from heaven down to earth. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Mark, for that. And thank you, MLR. And if you, again, if you are on my channel and you are not subscribed to Mark, please do that. And if you're on Mark's channel and you're not subscribed to me, I would love to have you as a subscriber too.
Yeah.
So I can't hit the button to hide this comment. My mouse just disappeared, but we'll pretend it's not there. But thank you, everybody, for being here. And
I really enjoyed reading with you today, Scott. It was great fun.
I did too. Yes, definitely. It was great. All right, I'm still trying to get, there's my mouse. All right. I was like, I'm not going to be able to end the stream. Just going to be stuck here. Okay. I found the mouse here. All right. So again, thank you, Mark. And thank you, everybody who's in the chat. And hope you have a wonderful day.
Bye, guys. Love ya.